You can find my friends in the country where they fill me, where the bobcats spear and the blacktail roam, where the dirt road ends. That's where you can find the real me. You're the hippie coyotes yelling, welcome home. Welcome home.
No music. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Inside the Office with me, Sheriff Briese. I know it's been a little bit. We've just been busy and rocking and rolling, doing our thing. So we figured we'd jump on here. We know this week is a busy week for our schools and, getting into June and summertime. So figured it'd be important to jump on here, have a little dialogue and conversations. So calls for service. So look back. Definitely want to start out like that. You got to keep the tradition rolling. We did a quick tally of the last 3 months since we have been tardy on being on here. But calls for service were 6,532 calls for service, and jail bookings were 181 jail bookings. So definitely busy. And everybody's doing a great job, and very thankful for that because as I've reported out to the board and different places, we still are, we still have some vacancies, and, but we're still maintaining our staffing levels and maintaining our levels of service to this community. I want to congratulate our 8th graders tonight, this evening, probably right now. They're graduating from 8th grade, and they are going to be rolling into Mariposa High School. So congratulations. And then for tomorrow, congratulations to class of 2025, graduating out at the Gold Bowl tomorrow. And as you prepare to go out into this world, remember Mariposa County will always be behind you, because once a Grizzly, always a Grizzly. And some highlights. So I want to thank the VFW for allowing us to be involved with the Memorial Day celebration. Our honor guard did a great job, and staff attended there. So it was always a nice time attending that. And let's see, got my coffee for today in a Coach Briese Yeti cup. Delicious. All right. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Mariposa County Sheriff's Foundation, and a shout out to our Senator Alvarado Gil for selecting the Mariposa Sheriff's Foundation as the 2025 Nonprofit of the Year. And we were able to receive our resolution on the Senate floor for that from our senator, as well as some recognition and information sharing with Cal nonprofits to help better our foundation and our mission and getting our message out there. But the Sheriff's Foundation seriously has been doing so much good for the Mariposa community, from supporting our staff and our sheriff's office, number one, and then supporting our community with operations of Turkey and Easter and, unfortunate survivors from the Oak Fire, our Mountain Crisis Service, sports, kids, you name it, our community members. The Sheriff's Foundation has been touching all those areas. And then also I want to highlight the volunteerism of the foundation, not only just being at, events and booths and different things, but they dedicate members of the foundation and other members of the community as well. But they keep the senior brown bag going, and that's they prepare the lunches to be delivered out in the community, I believe every Thursday. I could be wrong, but I know it's it's a lot of work, but they're dedicated and they're all here to support us and the community. So I just wanted to really give the Sheriff's Foundation a hats off, and then also obviously helping our animal control with helping out with getting some of the animals fostered and into loving homes. So thank you for all that hard work. Thank you for the community for supporting the foundation, supporting the sheriff's office, our community. When I say that, we have so many wonderful places throughout all of Mariposa County, but at the end of the day, we're all Mariposa County. We're all coming together and we're helping each other out. So I just appreciate that. I thank you for that. And summertime is a good time. Kids, are out of school, vacations are flowing, but also it's a time to be prepared. So I know our staff and team on the 14th did a emergency alert system test. So if you did not get a notification, please reach out to us or go on to the mariposaalert.com and sign up because summer is here. And I want to call it summer, not fire season, because we don't want fires. Let's see. We have a lot of things to kind of go over, so I'm kind of just skimming them over real quick. We also traveled in our honor guard to Sacramento to honor our fallen officers for the Peace Officer Memorial. That was an honor to be there, and very neat to see everybody come together. So we did that. We also swore in 10 new employees. Like I said, we've had a lot of vacancies, so we're trying to fill those vacancies. And that consisted of 911 dispatchers, support staff, animal control officers, reserve deputy, custodial deputy, and custodial means working in the custody division. I want to clarify that. And patrol deputies. So all different units throughout the sheriff's office. We're still plugging away to fill those holes to make sure that we're providing the best and professional service for you. In Easter time, the Sheriff's Foundation partnered with the Safe Family, Mariposa Safe Families, Pioneer Market, and others. And we were able to go out with Sheriff's Office staff as well and serve over 75 families throughout Mariposa County. So another good deed. And then couple significant cases. I do want to highlight the good work of our investigators, the ICAC task force, our forensic partners, constantly reviewing that material, making sure if there's predators in our county, we're going to go get them. And unfortunately, we had a big case, and we did arrest a Robert Brooks with a bunch of that material called CSAM, child sexual abuse material. So these cases take a lot of work, investigative work. A lot of stuff goes on, but just hats off to everybody for working hard, digging through that stuff, and being committed to protecting those most vulnerable, but also our community. And I forgot another highlight. We had an addition to our boating and waterway unit, and that was 2 ski-doos or jet skis or whatever you call those. Basically, it's going to help us for better, like a quicker response, especially after hours, and then allows additional deputies to get special assignments to work that program. As you know, Lake McClure, Lake McSwain, not only I think Lake McClure is 26-mile lake, but a lot of activity, a lot of people coming up from the valley and through the county, and that place definitely can get busy. So we have those new pieces of equipment to assist our boating and waterways unit. And our boating and waterways is a great system set up. It's a grant program that allows us not only the funding for the patrol boats and deputies and stuff, but it just enhances the safety of our lake, the response, because as you can tell, or as you can see, sometimes there's there can be everything from a stranded boat to major collisions to assaults, fires, you name it. We got to be there to be able to respond quickly, so nobody gets hurt or injured. Let's see, our MET team is in full swing. They are out identifying, investigating, and conducting operations throughout the county. And we had, I know we had some social media chatter with some articles coming out in the sanctuary county stuff. I think we addressed that pretty well through our social media and through working with the other agencies involved and named. And we just, I think, pretty much finalized the budget for next year, working with the county administrative officer and board of supervisors. Let's see. Our staff, just, I know school's getting out, but I want to thank Woodlands School for allowing our staff to partake and be part of their end of year carnival. I remember going to Woodlands School as a kid, and that was always something that we were extremely excited to be part of, and all the fun games and everybody getting together. So it's neat to see that tradition still continuing, and then it was really neat to see our staff being invited and being involved with that. So thank you for that. And then we are working on with our county partners and our staff and the school. We're working on a 2025 COPS grant, school violence prevention program. So hopefully we get this funding. This funding will help to improve our schools' security and the school grounds and more infrastructure technology stuff for our schools throughout the county. So it's neat to see our staff, school staff, and like I said, other county staff, health and human services, everybody coming together to seek out this funding and try to put some better stuff in all of our school grounds and have some hardening of our school grounds and everything to keep everybody safe. So a lot of little other work going on in the backgrounds. Let's see. I think I've hit everything. Did I hit everything so far? So we do still have our current 2 missing persons. We are actively looking into these cases, working these cases. We are actively asking for any and all information, asking for community help. But we have we've had some external meetings with some other law enforcement partners. Some additional cold case task force partners. And also we're in the process, hopefully, to hire a senior investigator to take on some of these cold cases 100%. So doing everything we can. Please help us. And we're not going to stop every day. Every day we're going to be looking, doing something, trying to find solution. And with that, I think I reported everything out. It's been a while. Hey, I'm rusty. Sure. Do we have questions? Maddie, well, go Mariposa County Sheriff's Foundation. Yes, ma'am. Rocking and rolling, doing a lot of good stuff for this community. Very proud of all you and everybody that is engaged in seeing the success of it. Ralph and Lana. Hey, stranger. Good. I'm guessing that's good to have you back. Well, it's great to be back. I've always been here. Just we've been all over the place these last few months, but good things, all good things. Working hard. Hi back. Can you elaborate on your statement you made at the Board of Supervisors about the Yosemite and the Southern Sierra Miwok? Yeah, sure. So basically what I said at the Board of Supervisors was I received some information and concerns from some constituents as well as tribal members regarding some conversations being had regarding planting gathering agreement that is currently going underway. And some of the language was, well, I guess some of the language needs some clarification. There's some confusion, but there is some language that I think it's important as us, the community of Mariposa, as the sheriff, to maintain peace amongst our residents and our park and our partners. Mariposa Yosemite is in Mariposa County. That I kind of take this on, work with our board of supervisors, work with our Park Service partners, which we have a great relationship with. I've been on actually 2 minutes prior to being on here, I was on the phone with the chief ranger. We're continuing to have that dialogue. And actually the acting superintendent, I will be meeting with him tomorrow at 10 to also kind of have an introduction and hopefully some more dialogue and conversation regarding this topic. So the topic was that there's a CFR, I have it because I've been working on all this, was during this planting agreement, there's a CFR, which is a Code of Federal Regulations, that basically has language in there excluding non-federally recognized tribes. And so obviously that was very concerning to individuals and members that, for years on end, from pretty much the start of the park and then as continued efforts the last 40 years of partnerships, that this could happen to the Southern Sierra Miwok tribe solely because of verbiage in a federal law or code. So my job was hopefully to connect people to have peaceful conversations, how we can work through this, how we can not only find short-term solutions, but hopefully maybe long-term solutions, so that the respect and dignity is there for our tribal and indigenous people, as well as working together with our Park Service in Mariposa County to ensure that the cultural rights of the food and medicine and materials they collect inside of Yosemite National Park are honored in a respectful way, and that the members that do collect don't have to do it in fear, I guess, is the best way to put it. And not in fear is, I guess, making sure something's in place so that if contacted, because employees and names change positions and seats, that, say a new employee understands the MOUs, rules, or agreements in place. So there's a safe and sane way to work together. And so I know it's a difficult situation because there's local, county, state, federal, and then your tribes. But as I know, I'm a tribal member myself, but as a resident of this county and all the residents that I have spoken to, working with the other tribes that are neighboring this county, everybody works together and respects each other and understands that, unfortunately, bureaucratic rules sometimes can get into the way of this stuff. But at the end of the day, having a respectful transfer and having dignity to work with one another is really what we need to do. So I'm hoping to put everybody in connection or connect the dots so we have that. But like I said, unfortunately, there was some miscommunication, maybe some misdialogue. But I think talking with the Park Service partners, hopefully we'll be reaching out to Congressman McClintock's office as well to make sure that he's aware of it. And if we got to go make a phone call all the way to Pennsylvania Avenue, I'm not afraid to do that either. So, but let's work together. It's silly to have any adversities when it comes to this, because we all know there's plenty of documentation. There's plenty of everything to allow them to collect this stuff inside the park. And it looks like we're working towards a positive resolution or solution. So I probably elaborated way too much on that, but I know it was a sensitive topic. There's been people since I've asked, and like I said, I've received emails and other conversations, and it doesn't fall on deaf ears here. It doesn't fall on deaf ears at our board of supervisors, and it doesn't fall on deaf ears. I'm finding out, at least for the chief ranger and the superintendent, because they're very, very attentive and willing to speak. I also met with the tribe chairwoman and other members today, and I just followed up information that I'm continuing to run out their concerns of what was being said or what was being pushed out through email servers. And like I said, we'll hopefully find a nice positive resolution and solution to harmoniously continue on. Did I answer all that? All right. I'm sure I didn't answer it all, but I'm doing my best. Was wondering about the county immigration status. The county immigration status, I'm trying to figure out what that, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. So the county, in 2018, the Board of Supervisors voted a resolution being a non-sanctuary county. We basically are, I guess, non-sanctuary county, but we enforce the law. We protect the residents and visitors of this county regardless. So, come here, enjoy Mariposa County, or if you come here to victimize Mariposa County, then you'll be met with the sheriff's office. So doesn't matter who you are. Colleen, so happy you and Jennifer will be meeting with the new superintendent. Yeah, it's very nice. Very, I don't know him, but I'll get to meet him tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some good communication and get some positive dialogue together. So appreciate it. Adam, Department of Homeland Security, I'm guessing DHS website. Glad they pulled that down. Yeah, I'm not sure why they put it up. Nobody was really sure. But like I said, we put out a pretty detailed post, I think, over the weekend, and then contacted other agencies, including that agency, to see, why they do that. Or again, kind of like the topic I was just talking about with the Park Service. Communication goes a long, long way. So I think the more we communicate, the more we can talk, the better smoother things can be. Chris, thank you for all you do. We will do our best to get Scope members out there to help you as needed. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate your leadership in Scope, and I will say that, more eyes out there, the better. So we appreciate you guys patrolling all the roads for us and doing a great job. Butterfly Festival and all those other things. Great time. I'm sorry I missed it over in Coulterville, but you guys represented well there. So thank you for that. Sandra, doing a great job. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate it. Julie, thank you. Thank you very much, Julie. That's it. All right. So our little 3-month hiatus, not too bad. Appreciate everybody out there. I know the weather's changing, but it's going to be a good summer. Let's work together. Let's stay united as a community, stay united as one. Thank you for letting me be your sheriff. I'm very honored, and I'm very happy to sit in this seat and represent for you all. So thank you.
You can find my friends in the country where they fill me, where the bobcats spear and the blacktail roam, where the dirt road ends. That's where you can find the real me. You're the yippee coyotes yelling, welcome home.